Freya.
Yeah, well, I think the Queensland government here has said they will pause the use of puberty blockers for under 18s, but it's just a pause. Our federal government is undertaking a review, but we're not supposed to see that review until, I think it's mid-2026. What should Australia be doing now to protect children? Because we seem to be lagging behind the rest of the world.
Yeah, you're right up there with Canada. Honestly, listening to your other conversations today, I thought I was watching a Canadian news program. But
that bad, eh?
we need to reach the people first. It's always the people first. The politicians don't want to talk about it. The Republican politicians in Congress didn't want to talk about this just 3 years ago. Then it became the #1 issue affecting swing voters in the presidential election. And so it's the same exact battle plan. We just need to keep reaching the people. And then eventually the politicians listen, because the one thing they fear the most is not getting reelected. So when we make this a political issue and moms and dads speak up, they'll start listening. And I have met with about 20 different MPs and senators in Australia, even one from the Green Party, and they were all extremely supportive. So we're getting it out there. It's just a matter of time until we stop this.
Rita.
But this is an 80-20 issue. I'd argue it's a 90-10 issue at its core. And yet the trans movement has such incredible power and influence, disproportionate power. Why do you think that is? How do you think they have managed to have this incredible power amongst politicians, the activist class, academia, and in the corporate world now? You look at the programs the corporates are running to try to appease this movement. It's astonishing.
There's a lot of money behind this, and really this really goes back to the 60s with the sexual revolution, and it's been one revolutionary idea after another by the left. And I always say they don't want to have a revolution, they want to be in a perpetual state of revolution. And so really when gay rights were won all across the West around 2010, 2015, the next objective for all of these NGOs and all of these leftist governments who feed their money into these NGOs, billions of dollars, it became trans rights, and they've been successful in conflating trans with gay. These two things are very different. Gay is same-sex attraction. This is a denial of reality itself. This is a quasi-religious movement teaching that we all have a gender identity, and sometimes our gender identity is different than our sex. Well, what is a gender identity? I've asked this question thousands of times and nobody can tell me, and I think it's important to expose that, because ultimately all this does is come down to stereotypes. If a girl likes boy toys, boy clothes, boy sports, she's not a boy. She's a beautiful girl. We need to get back to reality. There's no such thing as a transgender child.